let's talk about 3 best performing chat funnels that we have seen with over 31,000 leads and over 700 grand in sales. The first one I'm going to walk you through is a free webinar. So this was for a specific launch, and the results of this launch were $300,000 plus in sales in cash collected, over 3,900 emails collected, and we had a 90% conversion rate, which means 90% of the people who actually came in from a post, from a story, from an ad, etc., all registered for the webinar itself. So here's a quick example of what the post looked like that got us the most leads, but we had a lot of leads come from different posts throughout the launch, right? So this is not just from one post, although we have had some posts go viral and get 20,000 plus leads, which has been incredible. But specifically what we'll do during launches is we have a couple of key posts that go out, and then we collectively get leads from all those posts over time. So this was for an account with about 100,000 followers. Now she's obviously at more. But then inside of the chat funnel, you can see how we went through the process and some of the features we're able to leverage from ManyChat. So for example, we're able to use what are called gallery cards to present things like adding this to your calendar or having people answer a quick question about themselves to then customize their webinar later down the line in their experience. And also for us to find out more about them so that we can better serve them on the webinar itself. Second funnel that I'm going to show you here is for a free download. So this resulted in over $100,000 in sales. This collected over 20,000 emails, and this was a 92% conversion rate, meaning that people who commented on the post, 92% of those people actually shared their email inside of the DMs. So here's a quick example of what the post actually looked like. This particular post is now at 27,000 plus comments since I took this screenshot right here. And as you can see here, in terms of followers, this account had about 370,000 followers at the time that we did this. Now, to be clear though, we have seen the same ratio and percentage of growth, like this exponential growth, that we're able to reach so many more people on much smaller accounts. I shared Elizabeth's account earlier that has 23,000 followers. And we've had many others that are under that 100,000 follower range that have been able to collect thousands more leads than they ever have on Instagram organically by being able to leverage these strategies. And here's a quick example of what that chat funnel kind of looks like, right? Just some of those steps there. Now, out of those leads, 50% of them actually then signed up for a free webinar immediately. So we collected close to 11,000 webinar registrants from the same campaign. So I want you to think about that for a moment, because this is very difficult to accomplish with the landing page. And I speak from both experience ourselves as well as experience seeing the back ends of some of the largest digital product and e-commerce launches and evergreen campaigns in history, and being able to see how it's quite difficult to get people to opt in for multiple offers or to get them to that sales generating event. For digital products, especially webinars or longer form videos where it's longer than 30 seconds, so maybe a couple minutes or even an hour or 2 hours, those are where you can actually collect and warm up your leads so that then they can buy something from you, either that's lower ticket or maybe it's higher ticket and they book a sales call. So through that process though, sometimes it's tough to get people to sign up for a webinar if they just found out about you. But if they've had a couple of touch points with you through something like this, we find we're able to register them at a much higher rate. So in this particular example, 50% of them opted in, but we've seen as high as 80% of people go from a free download or any kind of other like free lower commitment offer into then a free webinar or a video sales letter that then results in significant sales as a result of that. And finally, this last example I'm going to share with you here, since we just have a little bit more time left together. We had over $490,000 plus in sales come from this particular campaign, over 12,000 emails collected, and an 85% conversion rate from somebody commenting on a post and then sharing their email and getting registered for this free webinar. From there, this account has 1 million followers, to give you just some context as to what that all kind of looked like. And then these are some screenshots of what that customer journey actually looked like, right? So being able to leverage some things like the gallery cards and like the buttons that we didn't get a chance to talk too much about the technicalities of, but ultimately these are what allow us to streamline the process and get people to the outcome that they are really looking for there.